Here, we're going to go ahead, get into Champ Select. Of course, it's going to be Talon on your blue side, Liyab on the red, and start things off here. It's actually going to be Rex's LeBlanc gets a ban.
Interesting. I mean, he was just scary on that LeBlanc, just bothering or annoying a lot of the members from HKA. So it's a totally understandable ban, but it makes me wonder whether or not, you know, Hanabi could finally be that guy to put Kurd on a tight leash. Because honestly, really, when Kurd takes off, it's just super scary. But now Soraka, at least we're not going to be seeing the Spider Queen once again. And Ornn is still up for bans if they decide to do that. But
no Soraka that time around, though. Let's see here. What do they wish to try and take out on the side of Talon for their last ban? Look for that top lane. Yeah, they're going to go ahead, get rid of the set. So we're not going to see the pretty boy up in top. Now for Liyab, do they just go ahead and get rid of the Ornn, or do they have a, you know, an ideal pickup here possibly for Kurd to play it?
We'll have to see. Senna is still, I wonder whether or not they're going to ban the Ornn or maybe the Senna as well. Because they're going to leave open Senna and Ornn for this draft this time around. And lots of respect for Candy Zoe, I suppose, since Zoe has been very, very effective in most of the PCS matches we had so far. And now, Ornn.
Yeah, Ornn, it has to be picked up here at this point. It's left open. You might as well play it. The thing is, Ornn can be flex, say, into that mid lane, so there is that possibility we do see Candy play it. We saw it over in LCK a couple times, but Senna being available, Liyab can go ahead and lock that in. We'll see whether or not which style of Senna we actually see be played. Are we going to see the farm Senna or the no farm support item Senna?
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah, I realized. Yeah, we were talking about the Senna pick as she has been adjusted a little bit on patch 10.3, where you gain more souls if you don't take. Oh, yeah, Olaf is open this time around. This is the Liyab special. This is the PHT special.
So Olaf going to be locked in. So Doi going to have that available to try and run down members of Talon this entire time, though. If you have to see a Misfortune getting locked in on either side, I wonder if Talon wants to try and pick that up before the next ban rotation. Yeah, it is going to be hovered, and it will be locked in for their bot lane on Unify.
Let's see if they try to deny the Braum, as it has been very effective against all of these bullet times so far we've seen in the tournament. And it has worked well as well with the Misfortune pick so far, but...
Ooh, we're going to go for the Kindred here, possibly, on River. I think it was one of River's little pocket picks. He played it, I think, a couple times in the LJL. So it will get locked in for their final pickup when it comes to the first round of picks. Now, on the side of Liyab, what do they wish to round out their composition with? You could look to try and pick up something along the side here of maybe that carry again, or are they going to funnel into the Senna?
Of course.
Renekton. Of course,
right.
Renekton.
Why could we forget about Renekton?
We get Kurd on Renekton. Oh, equally spicy. All right, I want to see how this goes.
Okay, so many power picks already for both of these squads, actually, that has been unleashed because of banning out that Zoe and as well as that LeBlanc. A lot of fear on towards the mid lane, and not a surprise. You did mention, Opal, that the Quinn is going to wreak havoc towards the Renekton pick, so they don't want to get that counter on towards the field. And that's the plan. Tam Kench, an understandable ban, as they want to most likely pair that Tom Kench with the Senna in the bottom lane. So let's see what support they decide to opt for Liyab to pair up with this Senna.
Well, let's see. No more Kench. He has been benched. Quinn and Nautilus taken away on the side of Liyab. Final one here for Talon. What do they wish to aim for? They're just going to go ahead and throw out the Ezreal ban.
Step 3. Still, we don't know where the Senna is going to land. Still, whether or not it's going to be the bottom AD carry or support position. It's a little bit of mind games here for Liyab, as they still have not secured their support in their mid lane, I assume. But at this point, wait, it's a Shen!
It's the Shen!
Prophesized Opal.
But wait, it's not on Talon's side. That doesn't
mean
that's
I
can't
true.
Get River
it
Shen.
doesn't make sense.
I have been lied to, Riku. Oh boy, it's all matter.
Okay.
I actually was checking back here onto River because I got my notes mixed up. This is actually the first time he'll ever be playing Kindred competitively.
Ooh,
He did not
spicy.
play it at all last year, and I can't find any stats on him playing the champion before. But Shen, I'm guessing that's going to be a Shen Senna bot lane.
Yeah,
That's
possibly.
what they're aiming for?
Unless
Unless
we're Renekton mid, then
Ye-
Shen top.
Possibly. I think they're waiting to see where Talon's going to put this Horn, actually. I think is the bigger question for them. Final pickup, though, it's going to be the Azir once again making its appearance in the PCS, as it's going to get locked in for Candy.
Yeah, second time in a row for the tournament. Last time it was G4 on the Azir, and this time around we're going to see it on Candy's hands. And wow, if they do lock this in, this is going to be a tank. What? Frontline. Protect this. This is painful.
You're protecting the Senna. Is this a full funnel into the Senna? And then you hope she could just one-shot everyone? Is that the plan?
Or try. I mean, they want the fights. That's all I know.
What is going on with this composition? Okay, so I'm guessing. Okay, I'm gonna guess the Shen and the Galio swap in. So Rex is gonna be running that mid lane. That's just a beefy front line. I guess, dude. How does Talon get into the back line of Liyab in this composition? They have to heavily. It's pretty much Candy has to get a perfect Shurima shuffle, or you have to pray for a Thresh hook to just,
Magically,
find a needle in the haystack and is able to get a connection onto the Senna.
Those are big body blocks, literally. And it's not like you have a Gragas to just cast away someone out of position. But this is actually pretty scary if you ask me for Liyab. Either they go explode at the first few minutes of the game, or at least they have some sort of late game plan with the Senna here.
I hope they have a late game plan. Otherwise, it's just them throwing their bodies pretty much into an Ornn and co. We'll see how they're able to perform here in their second game of the PCS and look to see if they can go undefeated. Talon looking to do the same as before they set up for their third game of the weekend later tonight. Let's load up onto the Rift here. Day 2 underway.
Okay, so if day number one is more of the top lane bonanza. Bonanza. What if?
Bonanza. Okay.
If you add in more ingredients. I'm talking about food and events. I don't know what's happening now, but
Are you hungry, Riku?
perhaps
We need to go get some.
hot pot.
Do I say vegetables? Hot pot vegetables?
Hot pot vegetables are actually good.
Yes.
Mushroom hot pot vegetables.
Well, no, duh, because you are literally bathing the vegetables in oil.
How about? Oh yeah, you're right. That's true. That's why it's yummy now.
Oh no.
Realization, sudden realization.
Exposed.
Anyway, though, as I was saying, I feel like this Liyab roster is definitely capable of just keep diving, which is where we saw how Unified has been in a comfy spot to have that 2-item, 3-item power spike on that Misfortune yesterday, and therefore maybe that's the plan for Liyab. Maybe they're just trying to stall the growth, actually push the growth a little bit back and just copy pasta what they did in the previous round. Especially that they do have the Renekton, they do have the Galio, as when they reach level 6, it's all about overwhelming them with numbers. And with a Shen too.
Let's see here, start on the blue side for River, similar. So both jungles going to be on their blue to start things off here. See whether or not there wants to be a tussle here early between the two. Udoy clears out his blue. River still working on his blue. Finally gets it cleared off. I want to see this top lane too. Kurd was the highlight for us when it came to day 1 of the PCS on Liyab's adventure.
Absolutely.
I want to see how he performs now on the Renekton. Going into arguably one of the most broken champions in the game on this patch, being of course the Ornn. I just realized Talon is flexing. They're rocking both prestiges in this bot lane.
Oh wow, you're right. The prestige bot lane. Level 2 though.
Level 2.
Need.
Here we go. Exit. Oh, he ends up walking into it, and that's not the start you're looking for if you're funneling this poor Senna. First blood going on over to Kaiwing on the Thresh, and that is a yikes considering EXO did. Yeah, that's not what you're looking for.
Exactly. I mean, that is the weakness of a early game Senna without even the safety of your Wraith form. And that is a very clean hook, trying to zone them away, even forced to use shield and flash at that. So that is a total win for Talon bot lane here, as EXO will just reach level 2 right now.
He's still got to actually get
Level
closer.
1, yeah.
Luckily, a lot of the wave was saved, so they're able to get that push back at least. So, not end of the world, but I know that's not how they wanted this bot lane to go, as it's already 1,000 gold lead and source to Talon. Let's see, up in top lane here, Doidoi going to make his appearance and try and force out a flash. They will get it, so Summoner down on Hanabi. We'll see whether or not they try and make a repeat gank here in the next couple minutes.
Yeah, good job by Doidoi with the rotation. Now, as you can see, he's going to probably try to drop at the mid lane after. But then again, wave is already quite advanced on that side. And it's like Zier Candy will just opt to just go back instead. But yeah, not the best of starts for the Liyab bot lane for sure.
That's fine here. He'll let it push back underneath the tower.
Yep. This is the support item Senna.
Yeah, funneling it in.
Funneling it in.
Because of the changes to her souls.
Uh-huh.
More likely to actually get dropped if a teammate is actually killing the minion and you've not.
Yeah.
They also made it so that the cannon minion isn't guaranteed anymore, like it used to. So it used to be 100%. Now I think it's been dropped down to like.
Wow.
Yeah, Kurt. He can get, if he can get a full combo off, he'll do decent damage to Hanabi. It's just that question of, you know, he's got to get an advantage early, or else Hanabi is just like, yeah, I'm Ornn, I just tank all your damage, okay, bye.
Exactly. And with the River Kindred in the jungle, I don't think any of the lanes would be pressured at all at this point for any aggressive moves coming from River, as he does want to try to power farm most likely. And now is this a sneaky?
I can't sneak around that.
Okay,
You gotta wait for it. There it is.
Oh,
no.
no.
Okay, not that sneaky, guys, but it doesn't look like Talon is really gonna try and answer this. It looks like they're, you know, confident letting this one go. Kaiwing is just gonna see that over the wall. Dragon secured. Nicely done. It's gonna be a mountain joining us next.
Yep. And I'm like, the souls. That's okay. There's a ton more to get by in the Senna bot lane, as we can see that Liyab bot a little bit advanced, but at least you have that Wraith form, and with Kaiwing in there, it's gonna be eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, rather to see if we can get that Exosen in Wraith form, but we see River probably gonna have a lane gank, but there's a ward over there in that
Plenty
rush.
of wards, but Kaiwing can bring him in.
That's true.
And they did, I'm going to guess they saw this ward go down. Look at that. That's perfect positioning. Does River advance forward? Yeah, I don't think River's going to try. I think they saw that ward. No, okay, so this is actually pretty good for Liyab. Yeah, they're going to see that now and be like, okay, River, you wasted some time. It's okay.
And at this point, yep, River decides to try another day instead. I mean, Kaiwing's change of, what do you call this? Pattern probably alerted Liyab and said, something's a little bit fishy. Why is Kaiwing suddenly advancing like that, like out of nowhere? But yeah, but at this point, Liyab is going to be a little bit safe for now, and it's going to be pushed under their own tower. Now it's level 7 for Rex. Perhaps we will see a fight soon.
See there, EXO was able to get a quick little trade off there. Doidoi wants to try and advance in. Oh, ward is down though, so Talon knows that's taking place. Do we see Hanabi roam over? Looks like Doidoi is just going to go ahead and back off for now.
Yep. And I really do like this comp from Liyab though, and I'm not gonna lie, with Rex and Exosen and Hamas as well, with all of the global presence with their ultimates. So I feel like it's going to be like strength in numbers, if you will, kind of deal with Liyab later on. Either if they want to start something, or maybe wait for Talon to do something. But at this point, I feel like Liyab just wants to reach their spikes first before anything else and use the ults as a reactive measure and turn things around.
Yeah. It's kind of more in line to what we saw last season with Liyab, the more late game focus when it comes out to composition. Not necessarily dominate their lanes, instead opt to just force for team fights later on.
See? High wing.
How many souls does Exosen have? We'll have to see. Last time I checked, it was at 20, so we'll see whether or not he's been able to keep scaling. I forget what the break point is. I think it's around
25? 75?
Yeah, I think it's around 75
Yeah.
CS or so. That's when you kind of want to see what the rate is, whether or not you've been getting lucky enough. Third, also going to go ahead. He's farming up. He's about one wave ahead of Hanabi. Hanabi, though, he really gets his gold benefit from his upgraded items, especially once he gets the upgraded Sunfire Cape. It's like, cool, this ain't fair. This ain't fun. I'll go home, I guess.
Yep, that is the plan. Meanwhile, Dodoy, there is vision around that corner. Liyab will spot out Hanabi.
Well, let's see. Hanabi does have, they almost got it off cooldown. That's another one blown by Hanabi. So Hanabi has not had a flash this entire game.
Yeah, every single time Dodoy gets that clear as well. The attempt on the Rift Herald will be cancelled as, again, it's scary. This is the Talon special, right? They bring in the bot lane over there and in that area to secure the objective and make sure they have the numbers advantage because they don't want to take any chances. As, again, there's a lot of globals in Liyab's side. They're chunking this down really fast.
Well, you got 5 members up here, so it looks like Liyab have to let this one go. Understandable. Not going to be able to secure that one on their side. If there was a stray axe there, they actually would have stole it, but it's all good. Rift Herald goes on over to Talon. Exosen's going to get a couple turret plates at least onto the Senna. They'll be pretty happy.
Yep, there's a teleport coming
that's a
from
teleport
Hanabi.
from Hanabi. So they've gone for the full lane swap, even after securing the Rift Herald. Means Liyab will have Dragon priority, I guess, if they wish to go for it. As that's going to be up in about 20. And that might be what Doidoy is going to get set up for. Multiple backs actually coming out from Liyab, so they might just go ahead and rush. See, this is risky. You leave this one open, River's just going to pop the Rift Herald, and they're just going to go ahead and take this tower.
Exactly, and that's scary for Kurd in general. I don't know. I mean, he's been having the time of his life, and this is actually what Talon wanted, since Kurd has been having the space to farm and try to bully out Hanabi every single time whenever Dodoy decides to visit the lane. And since, Senna ain't the best sieger, especially at the early phases of the game, she wasn't able to maximize the swap rule. And since Hanabi was there to guard that and that's going to be first tower.
So one thing you can do if you have the time is to take the first 2 plates off the tower and then put down the Rift Herald, because it's actually true damage that Shelly does on her charge. So you pretty much just get to take down a tower in one wave.
Yeah.
This early on. You get all the
another one.
Buckaroos, what are you doing? Shen is going to TP on down. Kurd wants to get aggressive here. Shield's going to come in. Here comes the Galio. It's the full-time party squad. They want to join in, but they're going to force every flash on the side of Talon, but they do lose out on a bit of damage on toward the side of Liyab's tower. Still, though, only the single tower taken. It's only a 2,000 gold lead for Talon, as Liyab do have control of the dragon so far.
That was what we expected in the early in this point of the game for Liyab. They're going to be more reactive with their ults, and at this point, I think they used almost every single key ult for Liyab in Liyab's side, which was necessary, or else they would have lost that inner tower in the top side of the map. And at this point, we see River still obviously getting a lot of objectives, especially at the top area, and as well farming. So I am very scared for Kindred later on into the game. But then again, Liyab has this, I wouldn't call it the macho squad.
The macho squad?
The brick wall. Okay, there.
What? It's not Senna. It's true damage Senna and the boys. Let's see. They try and go for a quick taunt. Unified. Oh, it's just going to get jumped on. And Exosen picks up his first kill of the game. Great little chunk of gold. Nice to see.
Now that was perfect. A lot of flashes were burned at the top side chase, and that's the reason why they were very confident in just going all in towards Unified, who was just happily farming in the bottom side of the map.
You know, he's happily farming. You see Kaiwin almost able to actually get that onto Exosin, but unfortunately without the flash available or the cleanse, not able to do anything here. And Liyab are actually going to get more tower plates onto Exosin. Let's see here. That's going to be a forced play coming out. They get the hook onto Hamed. They actually want to try and go for this. Let's see. Doi is roaming over. That could be a forced fight coming out here from the side of Talon, but Liyab are prepared.
Yeah, Dodoi was just around the corner. River is going to circle around. Not sure if there's vision there for Liyab in that area. So I suppose they decide to just back away and respect. Try another day. Meanwhile, Dodoi in the mid lane. Candy has been untouched for the past 10 minutes.
Yeah, what are you going to actually do here? Wow, Kurd. First time we're seeing him actually get quite aggressive here onto Hanabi. We'll see whether or not he's able to land that stun. Another teleport coming on through. Kurd, that base damage off Hanabi is actually insane. Not able to. Oh, he got the stun there. Let's see, though. Do they try and turn this one around? It's going to be the taunt into the Shurima Shuffle coming out. Rex not able to find himself the kill, and Kurd's going to get taken down. As it's going to be the one kill taken here by the side of Talon as, Hanabi almost sniped out by Exosin.
Yeah, that was very, very close for Hanabi, and it's not going to be enough.
What happened in bot lane, though?
Unfortunately, bot lane.
There was a kill. I think we're going to see a look here on the replay. There we go. Oh, Kaiwin just gets caught out again.
Kaiwin a little bit advanced, no flash whatsoever, and
that was a very late
respite.
Yeah, that respite was a bit late coming out from River, so that's a bit unfortunate. Small little misstep there, and it's only 1,000 gold lead here for Talon. Minute 15 on the clock for the Cloud Drake, and we're going to have Cloud Soul, so some extra cooldown reduction on the ultimates. Is River... Oh, River's being mean. Exo, he feels something's up.
Yeah, spider sense.
Yeah, okay, he would have saw that there.
Yeah. That was close, but there's a ton of invasive vision on the side of Talon Esports in the jungle of Liyab. So at this point, either they do want to try and reward that area. That's 3 members down at the river. Oops, I thought.
Let's take a look at that gold chart here so far. Talon has been in the lead, but they haven't been able to get massively out of control. Ooh, yeah, that double up is going to hurt.
A good thing Exosin has that Q for the self-sustain if ever Unified chunks a huge health out of Exo.
What's Exo at? Exo's at 41 souls. I'm not too sure exactly. It's been a while since I played Senna. I haven't seen the math for this build. I'm going to get a root. I don't think Hamas actually wants to go for that. They would have got a lot of vision, though, onto River as the bloom was just popped out in their jungle. So River's not going to be able to really push up here without being seen. And on that too, Doi is also able to secure the scuttle, so they have the movement speed buff. Up in top lane though, Hanabi smacking his head into walls.
Yep, so we're trying to scare away Hanabi there with Liyab already starting the Dragon River.
This is risky here. Candy's coming on down. Kaiwin's going to be able to get himself the root. Teleport's going to come on in. Bullet time is there. Doi is able to secure the Dragon. Exo getting caught out toward the side. Has flash available. Opts to go into the stasis. Unified going to follow on forward, and Talon's going to clean up at the Dragon Pit. With the help of all 5 members, it's a 3 for a Dragon in favor of Talon.
Kurd wasn't able, he had teleport available, but I suppose it was already a lost cause. Let's check that fight once again. As we see, I thought that Liyab was going to be the one encircled.
I think Exosin should have flashed right there. It felt weird. He ends up just going to stasis, so really, there's no way for him to get out of there, so.
Oops. Yeah.
That's a rough one.
Yeah, the collapse from Talon was absolutely overwhelming for Liyab at that time, and Kurd just decides to teleport and fight another game.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if Kurd actually had teleport during that one there, but he opts to not use it if he did. Would have been maybe nice to have the Crocodile entering in. But unfortunately, seems like the comms just aren't there, and Rex actually, I don't think he was in range for the hero's entrance.
Yeah,
so it's
it was just yeah, there earlier in the his ult is off cooldown, so I assume he did use it earlier in that fight. But yeah, I think that will be the problem whenever Talon and Liyab goes head to head in this point of the game. There's just so many damage sources on the side of Talon, and Senna is not yet in that right position to be that solo damage dealer for Liyab at this point. I mean, you do have Kurd, you do have Dodoy, but then again, in terms of like the positioning earlier, I feel like Exocen was in a very awkward spot to begin with, as they have been chunked down, and the bullet time was just primed and ready. With Unified. Again, Unified was my key player from yesterday. And now that's going to be the second Rift Herald at this point of the game.
Yeah, for Talon too.
For Talon.
That's going to really open things up if they're able to find it. So now second Rift Herald for Talon. They can use that if they want to crack open this outer tier tower, and it looks like that is the plan. No one's nearby to answer, as Rex is in bot lane with the Galio, and it's only Hamas to try and prevent this push, but he's only a lonely Shen, so it's going to get taken on down here, as now Talon can open up the midsection of the map quite easily. Still only 1,000 gold lead, though, in their favor.
Yeah, Liyab doing a great job trying to mitigate their losses, despite having to lose almost every single fight that they've encountered. They still get the dragon nonetheless, so they're the closest one to get to that dragon soul for Liyab. So it's just an exchange of kills and as well as gold for now, as they do want to slow the game down a little bit, I suppose, and try to catch someone off guard and outnumber them and overwhelm them. Outnumber them.
Huh? Well, it just goes back into this all state style of play, where it's just kind of a, you know what, I clear out your wave, you clear out my wave,
Yeah.
I'll see you later. I like to see Rex get more involved here. We haven't really seen him, especially on this Galio.
Yeah, still 0-0-0 on
Considering
his
he's going
payday.
like full AP, like you got the Proto Belt into Lost Chapter, so this is mainly going to be a full AP. He doesn't have a whole lot of tank in.
Absolutely.
At least we're not on the good old, release rework Galio, where you just built AP and then your Q did like half their health bar with one tick.
You know what's funny? I don't even remember what the old Galio did.
You know, he launched like a ball of energy. He made like a wind trail that made you faster.
The wind trail I remember, because that was annoying. That was an annoying poke. What was the ult again? Oh yeah, the taunt,
yeah,
where
the taunt
he becomes
was
a
just his ult.
statue.
Yeah.
And then taunts everyone in the big circle.
Then the other one, I think he
that.
had like a shield. Was the W, I think, where he had like
a magic shield, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know, because I remember like the energy ball, the wind trail. I don't remember what was the other one.
Yeah, that's weird. It's so weird that there are some rework champions that I don't remember what their previous kit was. Oh well.
I feel old now. Thanks, Riku.
It's alright. It's just my really bad memory. Oh,
Whoa.
Dodoy. He senses something though. There's no vision over there.
Something's fishy. Oh, they see Kaiwing. Let's see. They're going to see the rest of them there. Dodoy can go into his ultimate. Oh, big one coming on in. Here comes Rex over towards the side. And there's the team fight we were looking for on the side of Liyab. A beautiful Emperor's Divide, though, was able to separate the fight. And it looks like that will help Talon ease the casualties, as Hanabi is going to get taken down. That's an awful bullet time coming out from Unified. You got to get called out there, bud. Other than that, though, Liyab, man, that's scary if you're on the side of Talon.
That was like a Liyab sandwich.
Are they just going to rush Baron?
They're
rushing Baron on the side of Talon. They say, all right, we'll trade Soul, but you're going to get some extra movement speed here.
Okay, they're chunking this down like
They're
half.
not that fast.
Yeah, they're not that fast. Let's see if they can make it in time. There's so many members that are
They'll get
super
it,
low.
but I don't know if they'll get out.
Will they get out in time?
Oh, that
They know.
knockout from Unified. Let's see. Liyab, they don't chase, so it's a Dragon Soul for Baron.
All right,
And
well
an extra 20% cooldown reduction on their ultimates, and a little bit extra movement speed.
This fight is just ridiculously close, Opal. Like normally the matches that we had.
Honestly, that could have been a much better team. Like a much I'm gonna say this, Candy bailed Talon
yeah.
out of a big hole there, because that could have been a massive team fight victory coming out from Liyab. We're going to go ahead and take another look at this, where it's Doidoi getting caught out, but they say, I don't know, you're stuck in here with me, bud.
Yeah, all of the shields were just poured into the Olaf
Oh, the blasting cone was
Oh.
also there, so Talon got out with that as well. Oh.
That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. No, Hanabi is in the middle of it all, and there's the...
Unified, we don't talk about that one. That one was, that was awful.
I mean, they were there, but the fight was over. So it's going to come back up soon. It's even back already for the next fight. So it's not a total loss with the Baron. And now it's Liyab going on defense mode with this. Talon going to...
You got to tunnel, and you got to make sure you don't lose out on this inhibitor. I think is the biggest one. So look at this. Kurt's down the bot lane. He's going to try and push. He does have teleport available, so he can join in on a fight if Talon go for an engage.
Yeah, there is one
Kurt's
control
really
ward
pushing
there. Yeah, one control ward. If one backs, if they... probably they didn't spot this out, so it's not like they can engage right now. They're not aware of a potential 4v5.
Top lane, though, is exposed, and that tower's, you know, just a slight breeze from being knocked down here. So Talon will pick that extra standing gold on the map. And they're going to open themselves up a 3,000 gold lead at 24 minutes. We're going to also start seeing item upgrades coming out now from Hanabi. He's got 2 of his own, the Abyssal Mass and the Sunfire Cape. He's already upgraded the Edge into the Molten Edge for Unified.
Yep.
A little extra damage coming out for their 80 carry.
Yes, and Executioner is calling for any of the burst heal coming from Exosen, who is not exactly super stacked. Oh, Hanabi!
Oh, Hanabi's able to just catch out Exosen. Let's see here. That's going to be the
Oh,
ultimates being burned
Unified.
here. Unified. He's going to be jumped on. He's able to get to safety. He ends up, but here comes Kurd, and here comes Rex bringing in the hero's entrance. He finds the taunts there. Exosen ends up standing forward. Candy gets taken down, and Liyab, look at all those souls for Exosen. He's a happy Senna as they're able to nullify this Baron buff. As Talon, they come on over. Hanabi, though, great escape. Rex looking for the cutoff, but Liyab find another team fight victory in their favor.
They really do want this kill so badly. And the thing is, for Talon, good thing that mid lane is still pretty much closed, rather. But Exosen got a lot of protection, still had flash, so the bullet time, because Unified was like a sitting duck, standing and sitting, whatever. It was just open for any sort of CC available for Liyab. Exosen was in a very safe position as well in this team fight, and because everyone was practically tanky and Unified was just everyone from Liyab was all on his face. It was just that perfect situation for Liyab to take over.
Oh man, and Liyab here, now they find themselves a very slight gold advantage. Oh boy. See that Baron buff, it was only a 1,500 advantage overall, but they ended up losing out in the end.
Exactly, yeah.
Actually, no, that Baron buff is less. No, that graphic is just straight up incorrect at this point. That should be negative 1,500. All right, it was plus 1,500 for Liyab. As they now, for Talon, that's starting to get a little scary. These team fights haven't been going in their favor, and they're the ones starting these ones off. They feel like they get the catch out onto Exosen, and because of the extra cooldown reduction they've been able to secure earlier on in the game from the Cloud Drake, those ultimates are back up. Everyone's ready to go again on the side of Liyab.
Especially if you want to be fearful of everything from Liyab. I mean, it was totally understandable for Hanabi. You spot out Exosen, kind of separated from everybody else, but take note, you do have Rex and Thomas just out there ready to join the fight immediately. And I feel like these types of baits are where Liyab will really shine, as long as every cooldown is up and running for them to do a counterplay against Talon.
Let's see. That's going to be Liyab securing more souls now for Exosen. He started to farm up as well. He's got himself his 2 lethality items already complete. He's going to start getting a little bit more gold into his pockets to start, you know, cleaning up on some of these items. And it's a bit scary now. Talon, you kind of want to end this. You want to end this game around 35 minutes. They got about 8 minutes to do so before Exosen's just going to start you know, one-shotting your carries.
That's true, and that's absolutely why it's just so scary for Talon. And I mean, they were the type of team, based from the game that we had seen last night, where they were a little bit more conservative, and they decide they're a little bit more worried about what the opposition is doing. So for Liyab, this is just perfect for them, as they just have to wait and be a little bit more confident and wait for the prime timing.
Candy's going to go ahead and put up his tower, but we do have Elder Drake now spawning onto the Rift. Kurd has his GA complete as well, so he can just dive into the back line. I'd rather see them just get rid of that blasting cone, to be honest.
It does ruin team fights
it
so
much. It has
much.
ruined team fights, but here we go. Elder Drake now on the table. Rex is nearby. The plan is get Kurd into that back line. They have full vision that River
There
went
you
in
go.
now. There we go. They can't push in mid lane, though. So Talon's kind of at a standstill. And the question kind of becomes, all right, do you trade Elder for an inhibitor if you're on the side of Talon? Because it feels like they're just too afraid to go for this fight. Kurd gets caught out. Doi Doi. Oh, Doi Doi also has his GA available. It's going to take so much effort just to kill Liyab during these fights. And River's going to keep them alive. Exus and Rex a little caught out. Let's see. Here comes Candy. Shurima shuffle brings them over toward the side. And Exus was then taken down. Absolutely no reason to be there. Kurd has to make an insane play. But guess what? You're already ripped apart, even in the GA. I think that could be it here on the side of Liyab. They had everything going to plan, but it's the triple kill for Unified. And you got yourself the minions now poured in through the mid lane.
That felt like it's Wabbit season, it's duck season, basically what happened there. They were trying to find each other's AD carries, and they couldn't spot them out. Instead, Exosen was caught in a very, very awkward position. And Talon...
Hamez, he's trying to get on top of Candy. It's going to be Liyab trying to prevent the base from going down. Kurd's going to get caught out toward the side. Exosen putting back the ultimate. It looks like Liyab are able to stall out and maybe find themselves a victory. They're going to get the root here on Hanabi. Can they actually interrupt the pull? No, they won't. No one put a ward down onto... Oh, they tried to.
Did,
They tried, but they just weren't able to get it. All right, Liyab, they're still in this. Hello, Rex. Where have you come from? Can the Lantern actually save Hanabi again? No, they deny it. Without Hanabi, that's a main source of engage. Pings are going out. Liyab is going to go for the dragon.
Oh, wait, someone still...
Oh, Candy almost gets caught out.
Yeah.
Are they going to try and do both? No, they now turn their aim to Baron. Talon now on the receiving end of a bad play. Could end up costing them. Doi Doi can go over the wall there with the blasting cone. They're going to start ripping that apart. River can't get into this pit. He doesn't have flash. He doesn't even have smite available. And Liyab, they're able to secure Baron after what looked like possibly a game-winning push coming out from Talon.
Okay, 10 seconds on the clock for Hanabi before he...
Oh, they got now Ping's going down toward the Elder.
Hanabi has teleport though. Let's see if vision has been secured for Talon here as they try to interrupt. But now Liyab still has one Guardian Angel available for the side of Liyab. This is very tricky. Nicely done by Dodo here.
Kurd saving his GA is actually relatively important because he's going to be one that's really trying to shred through the back line of the fight. It's up to literally Doi Doi, you're dealing with death here. They're gonna go for this. Talon, they have position on Elder, but the scuttle gives away fully their plans.
Hanabi.
Hanabi's just gonna probably jump away. He's also bloody got that lantern. How many lanterns can you put out here? Liyab, they're starting it. They have to commit, or they have to go for the fight, because their mid lane's going to get pushed in by supers. Liyab trying to River over toward the side, has smite available. It ends up resetting. Ornn ultimate going to come out, gets a double knock up, but it's not a great engage. Now back onto the Elder Drake. 6,000, Kurd goes over the wall. He says, I will deny you the opportunity. They fully engage into a bullet time, though. 3-man top, though, comes out from Rex, but it's going to be the Defiant from through. Exosen is still alive. He flashes over the wall. He takes down River, but guess what? River and the rest of the squad are able to survive. Candy with a triple kill, and Liyab failed to secure it.
My, oh my, that was an explosive team fight coming from Liyab versus Talon, but in the end, it is victory for Talon Esports. I felt like it was just you know, not enough damage anymore. And you saw how Kurd decided to just go into the back line, but unfortunately it's not enough. Talon Esports reigns supreme here.
And unfortunately, Cabbage's words ring true here. They could be toward the top of the standings, but for now, they're going to sit 1-1 after a couple of misplays that end up costing them the game.
That was a very, very close fight. Even seeing an Elder Drake team fight over there. I mean, they had a plan in mind, except that Talon had the proper scaling with so many painful champions in their roster. And I felt like it wouldn't be enough if all the tanks were just in your face and Senna was just quite far away. So that's what happened in that last team fight, and therefore that's the reason why most of them are practically super healthy still at the end of that fight. And Talon Esports starting this with a 2-0 on this weekend.
Yeah, and they have an opportunity to go 3-0. They're going to be playing later tonight. Liyab, though, unfortunately there, going 1-1, and that game looked like it could have been theirs.
That's true.
And that's small things you'll take. But it was a really good job by Candy there on the Azir to stay alive. And also River on the Kindred. Nice ultimate. I don't know. Liyab were the ones that forced that fight, and they didn't need to.
Yeah.
It just had to be Kurd going over the wall, and they could have secured Elder. Maybe you lose Kurd, but then you can take maybe a 4v5 with Elder. Oh, boy.
That's true. Because there was a couple of low health targets on the side of Talon earlier, so... Well, I mean, Talon played that team fight so well. But then again, it was more of a segregated team fight because most of them are near the dragon pit. Not all of them has dashes over the wall anyway, so it was hard to catch up.
Yeah, we'll have to see here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at one of our last team fights. I believe they're just quickly checking something over on our data. We'll get things back underway for you guys so you can see that. But overall, I'll give it to Liyab. I was sold they had that game for a sec. I was like, all right, every caster prediction completely wrong. There are no more profits in the PCS.
Yeah.
We were all wrong.
Yeah, actually, that would have been really wild if Liyab won this one, because everybody voted for Talon Esports in this particular match, and therefore no profit anymore. On day number 2, that would be funny.
I would have been not funny. That would have been my prophecy gone away. You lost yours yesterday.
That's the reason why I wanted you guys
oh my, you wanted...
Because I'm already down.
Okay, okay. You wanted me to go down with you.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
See how
That's
it.
That's it. That's
Oh, boy.
Oh, well. But Talon Esports, I'm super impressed. But then again, they're more of the patience is a virtue kind of team this time around for the PCS. And we almost keep getting all these mini heart attacks, and where we think that whoever is against them will win. Talon Esports versus Nova Esports, always showing them this fake hope, you know? Talon Esports, fake hope.
They give them fake hope? That's what you're calling it now? I don't know if they had fake hope. They had hope.
They had hope.
And then they kind of went, boop, boop. Kind of
Yeah.
threw it out the window, the hope, unfortunately, there.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean,
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Now, I'm interested to see the idea that came in behind the Senna funnel, because like I wasn't expecting that out of Liyab. I was expecting Cabbage to be like, yeah, let's try the funnel strategy and see what happens. Almost paid off, but and then Exton, he ended up flashing over the wall into an Azir, and it's like, oh bud,
surprise, yeah,
surprise. The Emperor can shred you apart if you're not careful.
Yeah. I think it was, I think they got really excited, which I can't really blame them because of all the build-up leading to the Elder Drake and how they won that team fight and then getting Baron. So like, you know, I felt the adrenaline there that they really wanted to fight, and there was like heat in their blood. That's what I felt watching that last team fight.
It goes with their name.
Liyab, Ignite. You know what's funny?
What's funny?
Never mind. I feel
What's not funny? I'm afraid. Let's go ahead and take a look though at that last team fight here, how it all started. Again, reset on the Elder, and like Kurd at this point can be the one that goes over. No one has to follow up with Kurd at this point. But they're like, yep, full in, let's go. And it has to be a communication issue because they didn't need to do that.
Yeah, I mean, XSN had, what do you call this? Really nice positioning, but the flashing in and everyone else was already dead. So at that point, it was very awkward for Exos. And
You know, if you're Talon though, you're looking at that gold graph and you're like, guys, we can't be falling off cliffs once again like that.
Yeah.
Those are two steep dives when it comes to the gold there. But solid overall. Liyab had control of the Drakes, but not a single Drake needed on the side of Talon to take home the victory here as they go now 2-0 in the PCS. And like we mentioned, they have an opportunity to go 3-0 overall if they're able to take home the victory in their match later on tonight. And then, of course, the question becomes MVP. Who are you thinking here, Riku?
Ooh, who would be MVP? That is actually a toughie. Maybe I'd probably put it on Candy on the Azir, perhaps, with all of these key Emperor divides, but
that was a massive Kindred ultimate though at the last fight there.
That's true.
Like River, without that, Talon was just dead instantly.
Yeah, there were so many low health targets at that time. So yeah.
I think production's actually having a rough time deciding on their end too.
Because it was a team effort.
It isn't that long here. Let's see. MVP will be going on over to Candy for his 92% kill participation overall and the 12 KDA coming out there. And he's a cheeky boy right there.
Oh, I like that pose. I like that pose. Does adorbs from Candy.
Adorbs.
Very sweet. Exactly. The name reference. But yeah, Talon is just so united in all the matches that we've seen so far. They're not pressured at all to do whatever, to adjust to whatever Liyab is doing, to whatever Nova Esports were doing. So props to them. All they had to do is try to farm up, power through, and then just go boom. That's exactly what Talon did. Even having all the dragons in the side of Liyab is just no sweat for them.
Yeah, so that's going to be doing it for our third game of the night. Unfortunately, Liyab going to be losing out on this one. Talon going to go to a 2-0, but of course, we still have more action for you guys tonight as we're going to be getting into our next matchup quickly after a short break. And that one should be interesting. That's going to be Berjaya. I have been told, I'm sorry, chat, I was a bad boy. Our league ops is actually from Malaysia, and he was like, oh, I'm sorry to tell you, but you have been saying it completely wrong this entire time, so I do apologize. They will be, though, taking on AHQ, which, by a lot of standards, were a lot of top favorites when it came to the caster predictions. So, we're going to go ahead and take a short break. When we come back, though, it's going to be more PCS action.